Hi, and welcome to the Rave TV. I'm Linda Kay here with Anberlin.
What up?
Hello,
Hi,
what's
guys.
up?
Yes.
Want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah, I'm Nate.
I'm Christian.
And I'm Steven.
Congratulations on your latest album, New Surrender.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Can you tell us a little bit about the writing process of this album?
We started writing in January, and we spent a couple months just working on stuff, and then we went to the studio in February
Yeah, it was
February.
February.
with the producer Neil Avron, and we spent a couple weeks doing pre-production, and then we just kind of started from then and just worked through. We had about 30 songs, and we worked it down to about 15, then we tracked 15 and ended up doing like 12 on the record. So overall, it took about 3 months to record. So
The actual process of it was interesting, though, because I was living in California. They were living in Florida. Yeah, you were still living in Florida. Steven and the other guitar player, Joey, were living in Florida, so we would write songs on a program called GarageBand, and then we had like a server, so if I was writing a song, I'd put it up on the server, they would download it, add stuff to it, he would like sing to it, and then put it back on the server, and we'd all compare notes and that kind of stuff. So it was really cool the way technology, I guess, helped us kind of like write the initial songs for the record.
So what's the story behind your hit Feel Good Drag?
I think it's just basically about it's about just getting into a relationship that you know that's all wrong even to begin with, but you still just inevitably get into it. And so it's about the whole process of kind of thinking it through and realizing, man, I've made an instantly bad mistake.
Like being in this band.
I will sock you. You're out.
You're out.
So if I was to ask you guys the origin of your band name, would I get a different story from each of you?
Yeah.
Probably.
I think we have like 12 now, different names, right?
Dude, I like the other one the other night.
Yeah, what was it again? I can't
Something about
remember.
bowling. You were bowling, and I was, and I had a bad dream about Annie. We just made up. A
Yeah, and
whole-
then they correlated, right? And then we both came
Annie
up
was
with one.
bowling?
I don't know, something like
we made up some
And-
awesome.
Sweet
and
like
bowling.
That. And,
One of the
that's what it was, and then you said Anberlin. They're like, oh, Anberlin.
One of the
Anberlin.
One of the funniest stories is we were telling somebody in a taxi what the name of the band. They're like Amber Wind, and I was like, that is a
Amberlin.
great pan
That's what we're
flute
gonna change
band.
our name.
Sounds like a new age pan flute, like
Amberlin with flutes and,
Amber
like,
Lynn.
Amber Wind.
Amber Wind is now opening up for
Trumpets.
Yanni this season. At
I
the
like that one. Anberlin.
All right, so you guys have performed here before. Have you done any exploring of the rave yet?
it's a little scary here.
I'm nervous.
But this place was without all the lights and anybody in it. This is probably the scariest place.
Yeah, I agree.
But one time they took us up to the top, with a huge ballroom. And that was incredible.
Yeah, I think
that was
didn't
gorgeous.
we do the whole like run through with one of the guys that worked
Yeah,
here or whatever?
yeah.
Yeah, we definitely went through the whole thing. I can't remember it all, but it was.
But finding yourself here in this room by yourself after everything is shut down is
And there's no lights
Isn't there
on
a
in here.
boiler
Worse.
room underneath here?
Yeah, there's a
It's supposed to
boiler
be,
room
like,
that's
really
super
jacked
creepy.
up.
I went down. Some girl took me down there that worked here and locked me in this room. There was no lights, and I had like a lighter, and I was like kicking on the door. I was like, "Open the freaking door!"
That's awesome.
And she
Yeah.
opened the door. I was like laughing her face off. I was like, "Yeah, it was really funny."
yeah. There's a lot of
Awesome.
scary dead babies probably.
This place is
screaming around
awesome.
here.
This is one of my favorite venues. It's really cool. Once you do the exploring, you're like, "Holy crap, this place is awesome."
Nice, nice. So what's the coolest or most embarrassing thing that has happened to you guys while on stage?
I mean, I've fallen flat on my face. That's pretty embarrassing. I mean, that doesn't really get any worse than that.
Yeah, one time in Nashville, I took medicine and I hadn't eaten all day because I was sore, and I took a bunch of Tylenol, and I ended up throwing up all over my drums. So that was fun. It was good times.
That's disgusting.
And he kept
And I
going
kept
because that's how
playing, so it
tough
was,
he
like,
is.
splashing everywhere.
Ew. One time on Warped Tour, I didn't even make it to the stage. That was pretty
I remember-
embarrassing.
I remember that.
Yeah, that was embarrassing for you.
Yeah, well, I live in Seattle, and we were playing in Portland, so we had played the Gorge in Washington, which is east of Seattle. So I went home with my family, and then was going to drive down to the Portland show, and we ended up playing first that day, and I pulled up to the stage right as they were like ringing out the last note, and I like ran up on stage like, oh no, and then we had to do a signing later that day, and everyone was like, oh, well, actually no one actually really noticed, so it was kind of sad. None of the kids even said anything. So
Didn't we say if less than 5 kids ask you about it, then you're out?
yeah, like where?
If we don't need you.
No one was like, where were you? There was like 2
cared.
kids out of like, there was probably like 10,000 kids wanting our autograph that day.
Million, something like that.
10,000.
Yeah,
So what's next in 2009 for Anberlin?
touring, lots of touring.
And then touring after that.
Yeah,
And then we're
maybe
gonna
touring
tour.
after that.
Probably write and then tour and then.
Do a record and
Right
tour
after this,
something.
we go to Australia and Japan, and then we come back and do we're main support for a band called Alkaline Trio, and then after that we go to South America and hopefully Europe, and then take the summer off.
kind of.
Kind of. I'm sure there's festivals and
I'm
you know,
that
stuff
summer
like
off
that.
won't happen, but we'll see.
quote unquote summer off, but we'll see how that works out.
And then probably towards the end of the year, we'll start writing for
Yeah.
a new record.
Maybe record early 2010 or something.
Yeah, I thought it was really neat for New Surrender that you guys had the live webcam pick cam for your fans to watch. Do you think you'll do that for the next album?
I want to try to explore a different option because I feel like that one was very limiting as far as what they saw. I'd like to at least have it stationary because it was a pain to try to set it up every day and use one of our computers. So I think next time we're going to do it a little more thought out. But I thought it was a great idea just because I feel like people could like check in on us and see what we were doing that day. And it was funny because my parents could always tell if I was in the studio or not, and you know when to
So they
call
wouldn't
me.
call
when
you?
Yeah, like, we didn't call because we saw you. Oh,
We saw you on the camera.
Yeah.
Well, it's always good to have that fan interaction. And as a fan, we love it. We love seeing how you guys are doing. Just, you know, gets us more excited for your
That's
next project.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you guys again very
course.
much
Thank
for
you.
spending some
Thank
time
you.
with us. And make sure to catch their latest album, New Surrender. So thank you again to Anberlin.
You're welcome.
And
Thank
thank you
you.
for watching the Rave TV. Catch you next time.